Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, still online. Alright, starting this up. 3, 2, 1. Gonna do some TFOs while waiting for anyone to show up. But just myself right now. Okay. I clicked accept. Here we go. It's for the TFO anyway. Crystalline Chaos of Doom. Doom da doom doom doom.
Your assistance in taking down the crystalline entity is most appreciated. I fear we do not have much time at our disposal. I can brief your strike force on the entity's combat capabilities and recommended countermeasures.
Yeah, we know. Okay. And paging down to zoom out so I can actually see what I'm doing. Crispies to maximum.
This is the Kobayashi Maru.
absorbing energy. Hold fire and maintain a safe distance.
Use the eject more plasma. Well, I mean, evasive maneuver has ejecting more plasma as a feature for the start of the table now. Alright, now it's blasted.
The crystalline entity has halted its energy absorption. Resume fire!
Get the final action going in the boom there.
The entity has resumed its energy absorption. Cease fire and fall back.
Alright. Chill out. Alright, gotta get outside the bubble of doom. Come on, it's almost done absorbing, and then it's eating. Alright.
The entity is no longer in its absorption phase. Final push.
Alright. I'll push our doom. Alright, and let's see here, maybe let's get some more Delta ones. Thinking I might do the Delta flight thing as well for the getting the Treb 3.
The crystalline entity has been destroyed. While it is regrettable that all previous attempts at communicating with the life form failed.
Alright, cool. Alright. Let's keep going to the Alpha Quadrant. See if I can get the Endeavor done while waiting for anyone to show up to watch. I might also see about getting the... What is the thing? Available... Now I do have second wave. That would be the second mission in second wave. Maybe hail that.
By now, you...
Okay, so there's that as well. But I think there was another one. I think that was the second one there. There used to be a whole mission thing that would have been under episodes for it, but it's just like 2012 stuff is still kind of potato. Thank you to Fruity for watching it though. You're the coolest fellow creator on YouTube. But yeah, need to get around to doing more things here. But yeah, let's see here. Hot lead, what's that? Oh, interesting. Tholians have taken up residence. Okay, yeah, going to the new car thing and doing the Endeavor. Oh, we still have it. Let's see, that's 9 hours to go. Yeah, we have plenty of time to get it done if I do decide to do that. But where is this new car place? System list. And there we go. Alright, and then we'll find out where on Earth it is. It's somewhere... Alright, we're going along this line, so apparently... Oh, right there, okay. So we can do Yeet Warp, and then right click, and a little bit faster for that now. I might get around to doing Tour of the Galaxy while waiting as well. But yeah, I want to make sure I'm not having difficulty otherwise. So yeah, I don't know, Disarming Diplomats. Is that the one that I did already? It might be a second one. Oh well, we got 3 of 14 now done for this, the pi number thing, whatever. Alright, welcome to Earth, space, talk, all that crap, okay. But yeah, let's get the Endeavor here done. Defeat Tholian's Ground Adventure Zone. Defeat Tholians. You can find the Ground Adventure Zone in a car in the Borg sector of the Beta Quadrant and deal disruptor damage on the ground. So we need to use disruptors. Hopefully I'll grab my entire team, otherwise I'll need to pick a disruptor. Let's turn that off. And then let's see if I need to get closer to go particularly to there. Enter new car system. There we go. Hello. And let's see here. I'm doing the Endeavor now. Or I could start up with Storm Clouds Gather if that's preferable. But I was just waiting for anyone to show up to start on with the mission. So, okay. Car Prime. Yeah, we need a suit. We have a suit from the Dyson Sphere. Alright, and I'll also need to get a disruptor, so it will be... wait, wrong one. So yeah, let's see if we can get a disruptor here. Turn task force disruptor. So, let's see. Is this the ground adventure zone? Because the endeavor is defeat Tholians in the ground adventure zone on Nukara in the Boris sector. So, is that something that's just here on Nukara, or did I pick some random thing? Base camp commander, security officer. The joy of figuring this out. But this probably would be it. Anyway, I'm gonna try to find out. Talk to security officer. Alright. So let's see, Admiral, we found something. This leads to a network of caves. Okay. Do we need to bring a flamer? Alright, explore cave system, I guess. Are we going to Vault 111? Alright. Hello, tactical commander. So what's all this? Mineral matters. What? Alright, I don't know what all this is. Reading reconnaissance. Alright, well, let's start with the first one then. Tholians are holding several crew members from the Mirror Universe ship they are studying here. We know the Tholians have been questioning them about various bits of technology. What we don't know, however, is what these prisoners have told the Tholians. If they have revealed critical intelligence, we need to know and prepare a response. Alrighty, fine. Let's get that going and see if I can find all that stuff. There's... what's all this? Okay, that's... don't take damage from acid pools. Alright. Wait, are we... alright. So it has a mini-map here. So, interspatial inquiry. That's going back that way. Or... these 4 places are also that. Is this the ground adventure zone? Because, alright, well, we at least can get the disruptor damage endeavor done. Even if this isn't the ground adventure zone, but I think it is, maybe? Yeah, defeat Tholians. We'll be defeating Tholians, at least. It doesn't say outright that I noticed anywhere that it says it's a ground adventure zone, but we should be finding Tholians somewhere on the Tholian world here. So what's all this business? So, interact. Oh, that's just a mission thing here? Elevator level 2. Well, we still haven't cleared level 1. Alright. So here we go with maybe the red dot should be Tholians. Here we go. And disruptor damage. With the disruptor from the Terran Task Force. And let's use, they like using webs. Here's the anti-proton leaves. Or it should have been. I guess they weren't close enough together for it to work on them. And let's move it. Well, we got 2 of those and only dealt out 561 disruptor damage. Is there anything to do on these consoles, or what's all this business? Are those the holding cells there or something? Either way, let's keep going. Oh, yep. I don't have my crew with me, I have no idea. Alright. It's like I'm fighting an entire bug nest by myself. We need at least the mobile infantry here. But, oh well, I guess we don't need, but it's more like need. Like, preferably we'd need more than 1 trooper to fight an entire army. Or is it supposed to be like the army posters, army of 1? It's like, yes, you're by yourself, that's all you got. Crap. Extra crunchy. Captain, these prisoners appear to be from the Mirror Universe. We need to find out what they told the Tholians during their interrogations. If they revealed critical information about us or our technology, it could put us at a severe disadvantage here. Yeah, they would really know about it. Okay. So we need to question them while they're in the Tholian force field web, so I'm sure that's gonna help. Hello, Lieutenant Medic. What do you want? What did you tell the Tholians? They wanted to know about the tricorder. They wanted to know about a tricorder. They could buy one from a Ferengi. Wah! If I answer their question, they'll treat me well. So I told them if damaged, the tricorder will emit an automated distress signal. What? Okay. Well, that was useful information, I'm sure. And another one named Lieutenant Medic. Who are you? What do you want with me? What did you tell the Tholians? Ah, crap. They wanted to know about... Told them it could read and display and record holographic messages. It can? I didn't know that. That's top secret information. It's its own little holodeck, apparently. I guess it's recording in 3 dimensions, then, I guess. Well, it wouldn't be a holodeck itself. Yeah, examine... Okay. 6 standard tricorders with sleek black cases are nestled into a small crate. They appear to be in operational order and were recently recalibrated. Examine devices use. Tricorders are used for data sensing, analysis, and recording data. Safe. Examine safety features. If damaged, it'll... Okay, yeah. And holographic capabilities. Tricorders can record and play holographic messages. I guess it's 25th century tricorders. Alright, cool. Those are there. Don't take damage. Okay, yep. So we have more crew. Are we not rescuing these guys? I mean, seriously, they could at least help us against the Tholians. Either let me out or leave me alone. What did you tell the Tholians? They wanted to know about the tricorder. I'm willing to cooperate, so I told them it records data, but it has no functions for analysis. Wow, that's a lie. Okay then. Captain, some of that information sounded correct, but I don't think everything that the prisoner said was true. So yes, we take a closer look at the equipment the Tholians are setting. That way we can see if the captive stories held up under scrutiny. Okay, where's these enemies? I could use a little more health, but yeah. I'll try a more difficult challenge if I'm not done with the disruptive damage portion of this. We probably will be able to just shout enough. What? What's that? I guess it's part of the Nakul shield thing. Alright. Well, that's a dead end. I guess it's just a spawn point. Let's see here. We need to go over there. I clicked on this before. Do we need to go through all that stuff again? Something, okay. Ah, crap. I should have paid attention. It said something and... Alright, so what is it? Defeat Tholian project leader. Is that going to be here now? I know it's just one of the soldiers. So there's going to be a boss battle with them somewhere. This is just the spawn zone. So... Oh wow. There's people leaving me the game. Thanks a bunch, everyone. Oh well. Salvage, please. The Endeavor is about 1/3 complete. There we go. A little bit more free stuff. The iron price rather than the gold price. Alrighty. Let's see, were we there? Or this one over here? I think... Okay, they're still having exclamation marks, so alright. Now what? What did you tell the Tholians? They want to know about the tricorder. Sounds correct. What makes you say that if damage... What? Not bad, Admiral. Okay, cool. So this is the one that was flying, right? What do you want? What did you tell the Tholians? It has no functions? That doesn't sound right. What makes you say that? It's used for sensing and recording data. Oh. So we need to click on all these guys and answer them according to the thing there. What did he tell them? Okay, yep. Sounds correct. So, yep. Just clicking that. Alright, now that portion's done at least.
Enemy targets on
And there we are. Where's the disruptor damage at? And now we're halfway there for the endeavor. Okay, so we did this one already. We need to get to the other one now. Which is here. Extra crunchy. Okay.
enemy targets on sensor.
Our friends, radiator. Now it can chill out. Okay, science officer. What do you want? What did you tell the Tholians? Most of their questions were about the combat ration packs. It's just food, so I told them what they wanted to know. I told them that it was like a candy bar. Some types of rations are like that. There's one that tastes like apples and cinnamon. You have to heat it up, otherwise it's a brick, pretty much. But yeah, not the tastiest, but it's filling. Who are you? What do you want with me? What did you tell the Tholians? They're confused by the combat ration packs because they're so dissimilar from what they consume. I told them that there are different types of combat ration packs for species with other nutritional needs. Okay. And you let me out of here, leave me alone. What did you tell the Tholians? Mostly they wanted to know about the combat ration packs. Oh, come on. Go out. Lasers. Okay, I didn't hear what he was saying. Something though. Alright, and there's one more, and then we have to find out what's true and what's false. It's like now talking about MREs with bugs. Okay, well, they're talking to the bugs, I'm talking to them, so there should be one more with an exclamation mark somewhere. Okay. So we talk with them. Okay, and so there must be someone else here? Nope, there's no one there. Alright, so I'll write it in. Now we have to find where the ration packs are, click it, and that, or I could just run into the bugs and not bother with this little side quest thing. Alright, interact. Let's see here. Examine this small case of stuff with small bars wrapped in colorful foil. The words emergency combat ration and a Starfleet logo are stamped on the foil. Examine use. A glance at the nutritional statistics on the back of one of the bars reveals that it contains all the nutrients for an entire day. Wow. 2,000 calories of duo, and I'd probably eat like 10 of them in a day, and that would not be good, of course. It helps to have food that's higher in volume, so lower caloric density, but I suppose when you're packing for an unknown amount of time, it's good to have smaller volumes. But yeah. Anyway, so examine form. Combat ration tastes takes the form of a candy bar. You see chocolate, elderberry, and Roctagino flavors. Examine variations. There are various forms of combat ration available for species with different nutritional requirements. Tholians, for example, enjoy the Nutri-Squid flavor. Okay. So there's that, and what are we supposed to do with this information? There's enemies above us somewhere. Let's just find the enemies and finish dooming them. We have 11,798 out of 20,000 disruptor damage dealt, so we just need to deal the rest of that and be done with this. And then I'll get on to the other thing, I guess. This is like... This is one of the more half-made mission areas that could do with better waypoints. Oh, there's another human there. Hello. I don't have voice chat on, so there's no talking with them. What are you all doing here? What is going on? Okay, 13,926, and there's the radiator here. Let's stand right next to him. I'm sure that won't be toxic. Well, it wouldn't be toxic. Hopefully our spacesuit's designed to stop radiation. No, it wouldn't be. Of course. Ah, well. Let's see. Downstairs is another thing. Oh, my word. Okay. There still must be something here that we have to do. Like, oh, right. Talk to Commander Engineering Officer. Now, what did you tell the Tholians? They're confused by the combat ration packs because they're dissimilar. Yep, that sounds correct. What makes you say that? As there are forms for other species. There we go. Not bad, Admiral. Cool. Yay, I'm glad you agree. Alright, and Science Officer, what do you want? What did you tell the Tholians? Mostly, they wanted to know. So I told them that a person needs to consume 3 of these a day. That doesn't sound right. Because it has 1 day's worth of calories per day. Where does it say that though? There are other forms? Nope. Contains all the nutrients for 1 day. Okay, yay, that was the lie thing. And now we still need to click the last one. And alright, what did you tell them? So, it's just food. And it's like, yes it is, okay. And now we have this idiot to deal with. Bugs. Go crispy. Now time to play the Starship Troopers music. What did you tell them? So it's just like candy, and it's, yep, in a form of that. Yay, we did another thing there. And we're at 16k out of 20k for disruptor damage. Alrighty then, to the next zone and see how much of this we can get done. I'm sure there's some accolade for completing this in the Tholian Ground Adventure Zone, but I just really want to get the disruptor damage dealt. Oh, hey Orange, and hey Mr. Cool. How you doing? I'm sorry I didn't notice until now. The screen with the chats on just a little bit to the left. I try to look over there, it just wasn't so many people writing until now, but I'm doing okay. Orange, how are you doing? And yep. Let's see. Oh, butterfly mission for Borg is sure at 1 vote though. Alright, so let's see. 18.5k out of 20,000, so we got it. Get just a little bit more done. 1.5k more damage. So like each Tholian we doom's about 500, so like 3 more bugs to go. Let's see here, where's all this business? Okay, somewhere over here for the next area where there's like 2 more things if I wanted to complete this little side quest thing. Yep, let's go, bring the crispy doom. Yeah, this is nowhere near as fast-paced as the games you play, Mr. Cool. But, yeah. It would be neat if there were like a more Star Trek shooter style thing. There was sort of a similar, not very much like COD or all that stuff. Yeah, the one theater I went to in Elk River had a arcade game with 7 of 9 on the side of it. That was rather cool. Okay, we got all the endeavors. So alright, deal disruptor damage ground and defeat Tholians. We already got the Tholians, but the disruptor damage is done now. So alright, back to the ship. And I think I'll start the butterfly one. Or should anyone want the butterfly mission first or the storm clouds gather one? The butterfly one is dealing with the well, the Borg mostly. Ah crap, I hit that again. I didn't mean to click that button. I can just click one of these instead. Or what? Okay, let's get back to the ship. And not accidentally click the button, but yeah. Alright. Any preference for anyone whether I go to the Gamma Quadrant and fight the Herc, which are also more bugs in space, or something else like the butterfly effect type mission where it's like dealing... Let's see here. Let's get over to DS9 at least. I don't know. I did put on my thumbnail that I'm going to play Storm Clouds Gather, so I should probably do that first. And then I'll get the butterfly after we get Storm Clouds Gather done. Is that okay? Butterfly effect? Alright, Orange, you said butterfly effect? Alright, well, alrighty then. Let's go in progress and turn off the neutral zone thing here. Let's see, wait. Interspatial inquiry. What's this business? Yeah, drop that. I do want to play that at some point more, but yeah, let's see here. Where's the butterfly? There we go. Make primary. And let's get on to showing what happened with, let's see, do it in the way you're gonna do it. Oh. Okay. If you want to play that level more, we can do butterfly after. Well, I've already played the Gamma Quadrant one. Well, I've played all the episodes actually. But okay. You know what, let's do Storm Clouds Gather. It is what's on the thumbnail anyway, so I should actually do that first. And then I'll do butterfly, which shows what happened with the Crinum Researcher Noi, which is like the discount Red Felden dude. Oh, great. Okay, Storm Clouds Gather. Here we go. Little bit of walking and talking on DS9. Let's see, we've entered the Denorius Belt Admiral. I'm reading several civilian vessels on sensors. In addition to the flagships of the summit attendees, the station is still damaged from the recent attack, but it appears that critical system repairs are complete. Their damaged control teams must be working double shifts. Indeed, Helm, take us to the station. And I am the
Please,
Helm.
we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help, badly.
Yeah, that sounds bad, yes.
Kavan, the High Council has announced several challenges to the Empire, worthy of a warrior such as yourself.
This is Station Control.
Would you
Welcome
like
Deep
to
Space
review
Nine.
them?
Your docking clearance has been authorized.
All right.
Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the...
Alright, let's go. This is dealing with the Herc, which are bugs that are kind of different from the Tholians.
Hello. Nice to be working with you again. I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
Wonderful. Very well, Captain. Alright. So there's a lot of people to talk to here on DS9.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
Alright.
I'll be blunt. The Herc have decimated most of the Dominion. All but one fleet. Gone. It's all the Jem'Hadar can do to keep our remaining worlds from being laid waste. There is no diplomacy with the Herc. We don't know why they're attacking. We're not even sure where they're coming from. I'm sure there are those in the Alliance who would be content to let the Herc destroy us. But where do you think they'll turn once they're finished?
Good question, Ambassador. Alright. So onward to the next one. There was an older version of DS9 which I played a little bit of, the second wave or 2800.
Chancellor Jempok has an office here.
But this is more cramped, but it's also more like DS9 in the show.
It's nice to see some fighters around here. You're here to fight the Herc, aren't you? Someone has to, before they eat everything in existence. Some of the other Gamma refugees will moan and groan about this part of space, but I like the Alpha Quadrant. The Bajorans are processing iridium ore here again, and there's good, honest work for people willing to do it, like me.
Yay.
Most of the Bajorans won't go near the processing areas. Too many bad memories about how the Cardassians ran them, I guess. That's good and well. Just means more work for me. Beats working for the Dominion, I can tell you that much. I might never go back.
Alright. Yeah. Okay, so next green bubble. Or wait, there's one over here that I missed. Frontier. Nope, that's just the merchant area. So the one with the Klingon stuff here. There's Jimpok.
This summit may not end well. Most of the High Council sees the Herc as a Dominion problem. They are content to let them fight to the end and deal with any survivors. But there are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for your Federation, should they choose to aid the Dominion.
Understood, Chancellor. Spoilers, but he turns out to be one of the bad guys in, well, another mission, though.
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
Hello. So there's 10.
This summit may be difficult. While your people will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite. There is no love lost between them and the Dominion, or the Herc for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. A weakened Dominion will be easier to deal with, and the Herc are a threat no one can ignore.
Understood, Proconsul. And let's see here. There's Commander Roxy.
Hello. How can I help you today?
Oh, this is just about the Omega reputation stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is normally the Omega Force zone, which has just some vestiges of earlier moments in the game. Like in the reputation system, there is a lot of good gear. Under Task Force Omega, and I only have 11 marks, so I can't do anything right now with that, but like the best Omni Beam that doesn't counteract another Omni Beam, like it's a kinetic weapon rather than an energy, direct energy, so this one, you can have both this and an energy one. But yeah, this is kinetic cutting beam. So, and it works with a few other things. So like I have that here, along with the House Martok omnidirectional disruptor beam. So there's that anyway. But yeah, that was fairly good stuff they have there anyway. So alright, onward to the next zone.
Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors.
This isn't his office, it's where the ship's management area is normally.
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, particularly the Klingons, consider the Herc to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with the Dominion. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Understood. Alright.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Ron. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Herc launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Very well, Captain. Alright. And let's see here. There's one green bubble over here. There's an L-shaped entrance. Oh yeah, that's where Kira is.
I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
She becomes, she goes back to being herself after another mission where we get the other, Kai off of a planet where there's nanites or something.
Hello there. I suppose Admiral Quinn sent you down here to see where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. The Herc were a few ships away from ravaging our homeworld, and if the Dominion falls, they'll be back. And we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop the Herc, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion.
Tough call, but I understand it.
There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well.
Yeah.
I believe we're going to take a journey together soon.
That's quite a revelation imminence.
Something else on your mind?
Nope, let's go out of here. Run. Okay.
My father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh?
Yep, and here's Lita. And there's Davo Lita as well. Here's Rob.
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Herc and what we want to do about them. It's no secret that the Ferengi aren't a military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tidy profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Herc attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help, and we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lucari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well...
How did you convince your people to join?
It wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the Board of Liquidators with us, for now. Most of them see the potential for incredible profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest, well, let's just say their self-preservation instincts are strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Herc have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight!
That seems appropriate where the Herc are concerned.
Did you have another question?
Not at the moment, no. Okay. And here's Morn, if we want to talk to Morn. Yep. And Borg, or let's see, we gotta talk to Garrick first before the others are able to be talked with here.
It looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop. Huh.
Hello there.
Hello.
Take
General
it you're not
Kenobi.
here to update your ensemble. Though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Herc problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly. Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Herc. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lucari and the Ferengi offered a hand. I trust this lesson isn't lost on you. If we stand alone, we're doomed.
Doomed. This used to be your store, for anyone that didn't watch DS9.
Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain...
Oh,
Will
crap.
there be anything else?
I clicked that
Once
by...
upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain, simple Garrick became a member of the Detapa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction and the Iconian War and the Herc. While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick.
We go where we're needed.
Will there be anything else?
Not at the moment. Okay.
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Quark. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable. Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion, or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Understood. Alright. So this is also where we can talk to Lita now. And she mentions the Mirror Universe version of herself as well.
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Quark still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here. My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm pretty biased on that point. Look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever.
Mirror version.
Yeah, in that alternate universe where good people are evil and vice versa, turns out the evil version of me is an admiral there. Real piece of work. Wears lots of leather, carries a whip. Oh, and she's in command of the evil Enterprise. I found out about her from my husband's information gathering specialists. Never hurts to be well informed, right? Rule of acquisition number 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
Or Rule 74, knowledge equals profit.
Was there something else?
No, thank you. Alright, and Quark now I guess we can talk with.
So, they dragged you into this too, huh? Can't say I'm too surprised. You've come a long way since your scrap with the Klingons as a cadet. I'm here because my fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Hurk, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead.
Yep.
If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Hurk and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tullaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed.
Probably so. I hear you on the moon now, though.
I do. And I'd be there, enjoying myself, if it weren't for the Grand Nagus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lucari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It'll cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, and a billion Hurk trying to demolish everything in sight, there's profit in the wind. Might finally land that exclusive Tullaberry export contract I've been dreaming about for 40 years.
That's what I mean, the Hurk don't eat all the Tullaberries.
Can I get you something?
No, I'm fine for now. Alright, and Dr. Bashir is apparently over here in the medical bay, right across from Quark's bar.
Ah, Admiral Quinn's attaché. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently commissioned Starfleet officer at your service. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zenkethi and the Hurk. The station took quite a beating, worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more. The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Hurk dilemma, the better. We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor.
You left Starfleet? Recently recommissioned?
I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira and Captain Dax. And so here I am, back on the front of an interstellar conflict. Here's hoping it's a brief one.
One way or another. An ideal outcome, but unlikely, it says.
Something on your mind?
Nothing now.
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
And I spoke with one already, just because they were able to be spoken to, but yeah, let's go. Here's Adapa, who's actually in the Klingon Civil War thing.
Something on your mind?
Who are
I'm
you?
not fought. I have many names. At the moment, I am Commander Adetpa, First Officer of the Corps. In another life, I was Agent Kib of Klingon Intelligence. More recently, I was known as the Witch of Nimbus 3. I'm rather fond of that last one. It made children wail and grown men soil themselves.
Interesting.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Yeah. Okay. And General Kern?
You once knew me as Rodak, son of Nagra. Now I know the truth of things. That was a name given to me to prevent a great dishonor. With Martok's aid, my name, my face, all have been restored.
I see.
Our recent deeds and service to the Empire have led Jempak to restore the honor of my house. The sons of Moog once again stand proud and without shame. For your part in that, I thank you. It has been an honor to fight at your side.
The honor was mine, General Kapla. But yep, and I don't need that unholstered, so let's go. Okay, there's all these. Let's just find the next one and talk. What? Oh, that's just the Task Force Omega ones. Oh, right, the Green Arrow ones. Come on. And shift to start running. This is like the Grapevine Mills Mall, where it's just a big circular course that we can wander around in. Gamma Refugee here.
We're lucky to be alive, friend. There was little warning before the Herc attacked our homeworld. We sent a call to the Founders, but no Jem'Hadar ships came. Our local defense force didn't last long. A few of us managed to get away on ships before the Herc closed in. Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the war ended. Their stories about one of their spiritual leaders. She came to the worst of us, on our prison moon, to bring the wisdom of the prophets. So, when the Herc came, we decided to come here, through the Celestial Temple, to seek deliverance. If the Founders won't listen to us, perhaps Kai Kira and the prophets will.
Right, the Kai will help you if she can. Sure, there's a line of everyone wanting help.
It must be a surprise seeing Karemans here on a Federation station. Let that sink in for a minute. It's so bad in the Dominion that its citizens are looking for safe haven with their former enemies.
It is interesting with, in the Dominion story, actually, it's a fair bit more rude to the Jem'Hadar character.
We were the lucky ones. We got out early. I've heard rumors about a blockade, keeping the rest of us from leaving the homeworld. It might be true. I haven't seen any more Karemans arrive here for a while now. Oh, please. The Founders have forsaken us. Don't let the Alliance turn their backs on us, too.
We'll do what we can for you.
Quinn here. The summit will begin soon. I'd like to go over what you've learned.
Submit report.
Interesting. The Klingon and Romulan positions were somewhat predictable, but I'm surprised by the resilience of the Cardassians and Ferengi. I'm also concerned about the Gamma refugee issue. We'll need to work with the Bajorans to manage the situation here. We should get to the conference room. Report to me there when you arrive.
Alright. So we need to go to the green zone where there's a elevator. There we go. And let's see, talking with everyone or just starting?
Well, everyone's here and no one started shooting. Could be worse.
Yep.
That was a
joke, are you sure? Alright. Well, here's Kumarke.
I'm glad you're here. I've been feeling conflicted lately. All the worlds we saved from the Zenkethi were also home to thousands of dormant Herc. By saving those planets, we also saved a great number of enemies. Those very enemies have since attacked a number of worlds, including my own.
We also saved billions of lives, Captain.
You're right, of course. If only there'd been another way to resolve things. If the Zenkethi would have listened to reason. I suppose we should place our hope in working together to stop the Herc. I can't help but think there's a path to peaceful resolution in all of this. There's got to be some way to end this madness before more lives are lost.
Perhaps there is. We beam in Spartans. Not to circle. And Kaikir Nerys.
Hello again. I spoke with Odo about the vision we discussed. He's agreed to clear a mission to the old sector. Opaka, the former Kai I mentioned, lives there now.
Does this involve your visions?
I believe so, yes. The Kai has a condition that has prevented her from leaving, until now. Odo has provided us with data that could lead to a cure. If there's a chance, I'm willing to take it. Her wisdom could help us all greatly. I realize this is a lot to take in, but I hope I can count on your help when the time comes.
Yep, you'll have it in minutes. And Wayun?
Greetings. I am Wayun 10. I'm glad we had this moment to talk before the summit begins. I trust you relayed everything you learned from us to your superiors. If I may be so bold, I hope that you conveyed a need for cooperation with the Founders as well. At least in matters regarding the Herc, if not in all things.
Of course. And Martok.
Jempak is more of a political creature than he was. Well, when we were both a lot younger. He's not willing to face the truth. There are Klingons who fear the Herc, hiding behind politics and rules. Grethar waits for their worthless souls. Know this. There are still Klingons who know where their blades belong. We will not dishonor our ancestors and ignore the Herc. We will fight them to our dying breath in the name of Kahless and the Empire.
You won't be alone, General.
If I can have everyone's attention?
Yep.
Thank you. Let's begin the summit. We have a lot to discuss.
All right.
Thank you all for coming.
And the
By
Empire.
now, you should be aware of our tactical situation. The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Herc can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War? I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor, or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
Yes, you will. Here's where I started the GMB with the Lex Eterna song.
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Herc. Reading Herc boarding parties. Multiple decks. They've concentrated in the damaged pylon. Ore processing area.
Alrighty.
I need you to get to that damaged pylon section and lock it down before the Herc trigger an explosion that could wreck the station.
Alright, everyone's having everything we need there. Sorry, there, just... I hate how the closing buttons there. Alright, I'm on it, Admiral. Okay. So, turbo lift to ore processing right from the conference room. Okay. Same arena as Forged in Fire, different decorations though. The Forged in Fire TFO. Oh yes, more Doom. We need to get Doom Guy here. Alrighty. Come on. Shotgun, which has a knockback effect. It's not the most DPS, but it goes straight through shields, so.
Bad news. The hangar security shield is on the verge of collapse. If it drops, you'll get pulled out into space, so let's make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
you need to stabilize the power relays and recalibrate the shields. There are consoles near your position you can use to do this.
Acknowledge, Captain. Traits that allow for more damage closer to get to the enemy, which I figure also is better for YouTube having the enemies more visible within the field of view when you have to be close to them also. Yeah. Stabilize power relays so the force field doesn't drop offline. And recalibrate shields. I have a feeling that everyone's ears would be popping. That's supposed to be the force field to the vacuum of space there that's flickering there, so probably every time it vents out a little bit of atmosphere, it would be like having your car window open just so that it resonates with the air passing by.
Nice work, but it's not over yet.
Probably a good time
the
to wear a
Herc have moved
spacesuit.
into the ore processing area above your position. There's a lot of unstable uridium ore in there. If they damage it, it could ignite and set off a chain reaction that could destroy the pylon. You'll need to make your way up there to secure the area and restart the safety systems there.
Understood. Yeah, that would be a blast. Alright. Back up the stairs on the space station. I mean, it has artificial gravity, but yeah.
Looks like the access system in this section was reset. You'll need to rotate the central column and extend the bridges in order to reach the next section.
Yep, very well. Okay, so rotate pillar up. That sound is the tribbles that the other characters have, and extend walkways. It's also possible to retract the walkways when it's time for combat, so that you don't have enemies crossing over that way and you can just fight them across the platform. I did that in one time I played this anyway. Not the first one, but yeah, anyway. Onward to this joy though. Proton leads to get them all close together so that maxes out some of the DPS across them at once with one shot. Alright, retract walkways. And we're going to need to rotate this back up again. Rotate down. Okay. So there's another walkway across there. We have to get the walkways again. I think I'm going to switch back to the phaser for this one because it has more range. Because, of course, shotties in video games always happen to have the range of like 10 feet before it fires confetti.
Okay, you're almost in the clear. The safety systems for the area are currently offline. You'll need to restore power to that section and reinitialize the safety systems to get everything back online.
Alright, acknowledged. Where are we going? Okay, here we are. Safety systems of Doom again. Did I unclick it? Okay, we have one more to go, and then we've got to get across the bridge and retract the walkways. Pretty much. Where are my bridge officers?
Alright,
Yep,
the safety
that's
systems
cool.
are reinitializing. I need you to defend that section from the Herc until the system comes online again. If they get in before that happens, they could knock it offline again, or worse.
Uh-huh. Understood. Let's get across this way and retract walkways. Regroup the bridge officers so they're not in that pathway. Then X for aiming and C for crouchable. Increase the ability for aiming stats. And then they can't get across the drawbridge-like thing. So all their abilities for melee are irrelevant. They are good at running up to you and whatnot, but yeah, now they can't. Now they're fish in a barrel, pretty much. Come on. They are still swiping at 20 feet away though. It's like, what? Come on, go crispy already. Next over there. Crispy a little bit. Oh my word. Do we have things on this side now, or it's just their ability? They spam the ability. We have our own to spam as well. Yeah, if you leave the walkways extended, they'll start swarming and crowding you out. We have 3, 2, 1. There we go, and defeat remaining Herc. And then it's mostly just gathering up the garbage after. Oh, there's still one. Yeah, chill out. Chill out. What the heck? Okay, now they're there. I'm gonna go and get the XP points. Extend walkways. There might be one. We haven't got the remaining Herc in the green, so I'm gonna switch to the shoddy for close range too. And yeah, you come over here now, why don't you? The Sompek Lightning from the Phoenix Surprise Pack. Alright, there we go. Now we have this crap to gather before we run into the other cutscene thing or whatever. Yep, oh crap. Let's click that and get the rest of the stuff to sell or salvage. Oh, come on. Oh, whatever, let's go. It's probably just like an armor thing or something that's like Mark 12 or something. So, if it wasn't garbage, it would still take forever to level up, but it's... Yeah, usually, like, green is uncommon, so that's the second best when it's just gray. It's like the most common, so it has the least stats kind of thing, but the more chance for, I don't know, you have to like get like Mark 2 to level up rapidly. Like each time you get past another tier for leveling, it has a chance of going to the next from going from common to uncommon to rare to very rare to ultra rare to epic, but yeah, it takes a whole bunch of upgrade things, even with the Phoenix Universal Tech upgrade.
The Herc are attacking the station and several civilian vessels in the system. I've sent ships to assist them, but I'm concerned our forces are spread too thin. I'd like you to work with those ships to protect the civilians while the rest of us defend the station. First, Dukan Rex will accompany you as a combat escort.
Alright, we'll keep them safe, Ambassador. Okay, so we have all this stuff to deal with.
Starfleet vessels, this is Quinn. Protect civilian targets.
Let that one out first. Okay, now zoom out so we can see a little better what's going on here. That red sparking is the ionized proton field, which is from one of the Klingon ships that I got from an event that was the second to last. It was before the Noble. The console that's on the Noble is a self-destruct one, which is fairly... like, it's annoying that you have to restart each time you use it kind of thing. Not like restart the whole game, just have to respawn. Which, you still have the enemies that you dealt with gone, but it just is like, joy, more stuff to deal with again. Sort of thing. I don't know. I'm not explaining it right, but yeah, I don't like when your ship has to go crispy for it to work. It might be thematically useful though, but yeah, I don't know. I don't remember seeing a Noble class ship in any show or anything though, but yeah, there's Lexington. The Lexington is an upgraded Odyssey type.
Plotting the course for Beta Z. May the prophets guide you.
Alrighty. Yep. Thanks, Mr. Cool. Let's go over here, increasing engine power so it's not as slow. Come on. Alright, did not need to use that. I just keep using the wrong things all the time. Alright, come on. Let's move. Okay. Say some maneuvers to speed this up a little bit here. Wait till we get a whole bunch going around and then charge particle burst. Push the impact. Yeah, we didn't have any loss of those yet. 13, 12, 11. Almost time for more of the ionized proton field, though it is loud, I know. The Lexington actually comes with the console for the multi-directional artillery barrage. Okay, time for the ionized proton field. Sorry for the loudness, but it is effective against swarms. Like, super effective. The more enemies, the merrier. They all go crispy. It's like, welcome to their final destination.
Oh, that was close. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay.
Nice work. But I'm afraid there's bad news. We're picking up Herc vessels and they're heading our way. The station's weapon systems are offline. We need a few minutes to get them up and running. Until then, we're a sitting duck over here. I've asked every ship in the sector to regroup and prepare for battle. Let's hope it's enough.
Wait, where is this duck you speak of? Okay, well, there should be another Admiralty ship. Okay. Alright, there we go. Anyway, I don't like the blinking lights, and there's another. Whatever. We'll do what we can, Captain. Alright, more stuff. More. What the heck? It's the bugs. The bugs have returned again.
Honor your ancestors! Fight now and destroy the Herc!
Concentrate fire on their capital ships. Chief, I need those systems online!
There's something dire.
He's hurt. I will.
Systems online in 60 seconds.
Alrighty. 15 seconds until I can use the anti-proton field again, at least. Would be neat if DS9's defenses were as
Don't
cool
let the
as,
friggin'
like,
swarms get behind you.
a couple of the shows. Okay, yep. Alright, now we can use this again.
Just a few more seconds.
Hull health, but here's hazard emitters for a little more health.
Defense systems online! Target the Herc and open fire!
DS9 going to the site itself. As cool as could be, but it's neat though. Oh crap, I'm defeated. No. I guess I got 2 swarms still. Even with the nearly fully upgraded action. But it's respawning and not actually having to redo everything. It's on the edge of tomorrow as we know it. Yeah, got a little too much damage per time. There we go. It says immune, but I think it doesn't quite mean that as much as it would like to. Oh, it has a half a semi-shield. So another one fired that repulsive enemy. Oh, repulsive. Okay. That does self-damage a bit, so it's better to save it, and we're almost done, so it'll just take extra time for when the cutscene's about to happen. It's like, it's super effective, but it's also loud, and it doesn't have an off switch once it starts, it just has the timer. Probably overused that eject port plasma, but it is fairly good at also being an area of effect thing even without the anti-proton field. And it doesn't do self-damage, even though it would be like you're putting the ship's warp plasma in. But, I don't know. Alright. Gather some stuff while the timer expires for getting to the cutscene. Where's the... Oh, the remaining Herker over there. There's still some 30k out. Come on. 12, 11, 10, 9, okay. Alright, now that's done. Okay, that would be it for now.
That was the last of them.
We're not picking up any Herc ships on long-range sensors. For now, at least. I think it's clear that the Dominion is prepared to work with you to stop the enemy. I hope the Federation is ready to do the same.
Agreed.
In the meantime, our fleet will do what it can to keep the Herc on our side of the wormhole. Tell Admiral Quinn not to wait too long to make a decision. This will reach the Federation faster than anyone would like, believe me.
Understood, Ambassador. All decks have reported in. Thanks, Mr. Cool. Ready to depart on your command. Yeah, everyone at watching, Mr. Cool has some really cool shorts, and yeah, I haven't seen anyone be able to react as fast as he does on FPS games.
The Herc threat is real, and we can't afford to let it expand throughout the galaxy. There will be resistance to getting involved, but I believe we have no choice. The Federation must render aid.
Yep, we will. Okay, so onward to Butterfly now. This is the one that has the backstory for Noi, a little bit anyway. I think it's where we actually first meet him and Claudia. And, well, first and last time for Claudia then. But here we go though. So, Butterfly is before Time and Tide. Yep, this is like how it started, and the other one's like how it sort of ended. Well, that's how it ended. But Time and Tide's like a result of this mission type thing.
Welcome.
Oh, crap. Yes.
Welcome. We have been working with the Krenim to build both this facility and a weapon similar to the one developed by Anoraks in the 22nd century. Captain Nog is running point for the Alliance, but teams from all across the Alpha and Beta quadrants are involved with the research. It's fascinating work, but there's a lot to do yet.
How can I help?
Captain Nog might be able to explain more. He's waiting for you.
Lead the way. There's no way to walk as slowly as the NPC characters. I mean, NPCs. Yep. Okay. I guess just leading the way to the main room. Okay. There we go. Here's Nog.
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records, but we have not attempted to use it yet. Time isn't something you mess around with, so we have been conducting simulations here of possible incursions, as well as developing new ways to protect and store data on various timelines.
Do you have any idea on when to make a temporal incursion?
We've tried a different number of scenarios, but only in the holodeck. Direct action against the Iconians is proving to be problematic, because so much time has passed since they were first a great power. Incursions that far back in time must be carefully planned, or the fallout of even minor changes can ripple across reality. We have, however, seen some promise in trying to delay their arrival.
But that's just delaying the inevitable for a few years.
Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had 200,000 years to build their fleets, but we're catching up to them. We've already seen what the 29th century technology can do. Imagine what we'll have in the 32nd century.
So we'd be on more equal footing.
Exactly. The other potential solution is to cut into their current power base. What if the Iconians never allied with the Alachi or the Solanae? We wouldn't be facing the trouble we do now.
What are your best scenarios?
The three most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics. My teams have been running simulations and refining their targets, but I'd like you to assist them using a special quantum recursive algorithm. Our simulators can run the outcome of a possible incursion on the holodeck. Interacting with that simulation will give us more data than just crunching the numbers. We need to really interact with it to see what reality would look like, and for that, I need someone like you with field experience.
And I'll do anything that'll help us win this war. So, alright. So there's a field researcher for Team Alpha over here.
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the Beta Quadrant in the distant past, a rogue planet will enter the Iconia system and cause massive geological damage at about the same time the planet was bombarded by the Iconians' enemies. The technological buildup of the orbital bombardment that destroyed the Iconian civilization will still happen, but the Iconians themselves will have to deal with a natural disaster, not a war.
And you think this is better than a war?
Maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful, and none of the stars we will remove have planets with the possibility of developing life. The overall effect on the galaxy is minimal. It's a painful path, but it could be the one that leads to peace.
I don't know if I like the idea of removing entire stars.
The number of stars we will have to remove is a concern, which is why we're trying this in a simulation first. But as Captain Nog said, these simulations aren't perfect, so we have devised a holodeck program that will expand and extrapolate on possible effects of the temporal incursion.
You're giving a lot of weight to the holodeck.
It's the best option we have available to us. The holodeck's algorithms have been updated to change and adapt to the data created by the simulated timeline alteration. This is not your average holo novel.
Very well. What do you need me to do?
Once we run the program, you'll be able to interact with our best approximation of the new timeline. Interaction with the holodeck components will allow the program to generate a more in-depth solution and give us a better idea of what to expect. We have set this simulation on a Federation starship patrolling the Sol system, and you are the captain. If all goes as planned, we expect that almost everything in the system should be close to current reality.
Understood. I'll run the program. And it's up the ramp here. Alright, time for some Doom. Yep, this is a great crispy future.
Captain, you're alive! We repelled the intruders on the bridge, but the ship has taken heavy damage, and a lot of the crew are injured.
What's the situation?
Sir, I'm not sure this is the time. So many people are hurt, and most of the systems are offline. The life support is on backups, and our resources are down to nothing, and
we're all breathing carbon monoxide here. I'll help the wounded, but you need to help me. What happened?
The Dominion stopped firing at us when we lost weapons. Now they're focusing on Earth's defense grid, but it's only a matter of time before they return to finish us off.
We'll stabilize the crew and fight back. This isn't over. So, here's one.
Sir, I tried to fight them off, but the boarding parties, the Jem'Hadar, we have to stop the Dominion. They can't take Earth
Ferdy.
too.
Don't worry, we'll stop them. How you doing, Ferdy?
We can't stop them. Maybe if we hadn't been at war with the Romulans. Maybe if the Klingons hadn't ripped themselves apart.
I'm a little tired, but
I'll be fine.
Can I get done with this mission at least?
Rattled.
Which is the prelude to why Noye was so annoyed with everyone, kind of thing. Go to sickbay if you need to. There we go. There's the last one of these guys to stabilize.
I never expected they would get so far into our defenses. I'm sorry, Captain. I just need a moment. Then I'll be ready to fight.
Whenever you're ready.
Incoming hail!
Crap. Alright, answer hail.
USS Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless, and I would prefer not to delay our arrival at Earth to deal with such a minor annoyance. Surrender now, and I will guarantee the safety of your crew.
We will never surrender. Never give up. Never surrender. Alright, so get data from the simulation console. Alright, so warning, hull breaches on decks 456. Emergency force fields engaged, hull integrity, all that stuff. Casualty report, quadrant. So Betazoid, status taken, estimated casualties 3 billion. Tellar Prime, status taken, estimated casualties 2.5 billion. Yep. By Graptar's Hammer. Vulcan, status uninhabitable, estimated casualties 9.4 billion. Extra crispy. Captain's personal log. So stardate 87319.0. We haven't seen the bulk of the enemy fleet in 3 days, but their scouts continue to harass us. Vulcan is lost and Doria is in flames. Romulus, Tellar Prime, Betazed, Trill, ashes. If the Romulans had joined us, maybe this would have been different. The Klingons barely had enough ships left to patrol their home system. They weren't a threat anymore. We were offering friendship, but the Romulans refused us, and then the Dominion came and took everything. Extra crispy. Scan for Iconian activity. Long-range sensors are offline. There is no Iconian activity in the immediate area. Alright, download all data and end program. Yeah, that seems like not the brightest future, except for thermally. So, alright, so to the next zone here. Like, yeah, that didn't pan out very well.
Sorry. We were watching from the control room, and that could have gone better.
Are you sure?
Even with all that, the simulation data on whether the Iconians were entirely eliminated from that timeline is inconclusive. We were able to record your interactions.
Oh, no, it's conclusive.
And we've been able to piece together what happened from those.
What did you find?
From what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders, and the great houses turned on one another instead. The Romulans took the chaos as an opportunity to attack. The Federation stepped in to help the Klingons, and the war between the three factions basically ripped the quadrant apart. The Dominion then conquered all three weakened powers.
Glad you're just relaxing and doing okay there, aren't you? Alright, that's not our solution here, don't fear.
Agreed. My team will continue working on other possible incursion scenarios.
Perhaps we can weaken their power base. Alright. So here's Noi before he's too annoyed.
Another one of you Voyagers. I don't know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to do so by fixing a mistake that Janeway allowed to happen decades ago. We're going to stop the Vaadwaur from being rediscovered. We plan to do this by preventing Voyager from ever coming into contact with underspace. This will prevent them from finding Vaadwaur Prime, and 7 of 9 will never wake the Vaadwaur.
I don't know what you mean by Voyager. I never served on that ship.
No, but you're all the same. You come to our quadrant, meddle in affairs that don't concern you and that you don't understand, and leave chaos in your wake. Now, you want us to help you alter time. Tell me, does that sound like something someone like you should be doing?
I'm not sure that power should be in your hands either.
None of us are going to survive if we don't try to repair the damage you've already done. The goal is to cause a solar flare that will force Voyager to divert from the course it was on when it stumbled into underspace. If it safely passes without entering underspace, it can continue on its trip home and bypass the Vaadwaur entirely.
I suppose that might work.
The simulation is set for the USS Voyager, which is fitting since they caused the problem in the first place. Our projections show that even if the Vaadwaur never return, your people will still find a reason to stick your noses into our business. So, we're attempting to see how the elimination of the Vaadwaur will change the formation of the Delta Alliance. You will be a member of the diplomatic team.
I'll run the program. Alright. And wait, we need to speak with Claudia. She's still here for the moment.
Don't mind Noi. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennan's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Vaadwaur, they would have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians. But there is no reason to dwell on past hurts. We're trying to fix what we can here, and then learn to accept the rest. Noi funnels that passion to help his people into his work. Perhaps it will change everything.
Thank you for your honesty.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I've met anyone from your species before.
My name is Claudia, and I am a Tutarian. We're from a region of the Delta Quadrant Voyager never visited, so we haven't had much contact with species from the Alpha and Beta Quadrants until now. However, my world has had close ties with the Krenim for several years. Now that they are actively pursuing temporal technology, I chose to join them and lend whatever assistance I can. I miss my home, but I've made a new one here. Meeting Noi has opened me up to a world beyond my own.
I see.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you.
What do you do here?
I was on Kiana Prime with Noi when we received word of the Vadwar attacks. We had only hours to get the temporal equipment running and remove the population from the time stream. Since then, the focus of my work has been developing more stable data storage. We can see into other timelines, but we need a way to secure the data through temporal shifts so we can preserve information about incursions and their effects. In the case of a catastrophic shift, that data could be used as a map to restore the timeline.
Interesting.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
No,
Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you.
Noi doesn't seem to like us much.
Don't mind Noi. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krenin's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Vadwar, they would have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians. But there is no reason to dwell on past hurts. We're trying to fix what we can here, and then learn to accept the rest.
We'll all need to work together to defeat the Iconians.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven
goodbye.
speak...
Okay, yeah, some of the dialogue just repeats, but alright, onward to the holodeck? Yeah, okay. See how that future looks. Run program beta.
This is an absolute disaster. I had thought that Admiral Tuvok was being pessimistic about the chance for success here. But now, I think he was right.
Alliance making isn't a quick process.
No, it's not. The hierarchy started setting these people against one another before Admiral Tuvok and his team could start to pull them together. The very fact that they all agreed to be in the same room is a minor miracle.
Do you think he can bring them together?
Eventually. Between Vulcan logic, Klingon tenacity, and Romulan pragmatism, we'll convince everyone here that the threat is real, and an alliance is in their best interest. But it won't be easy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I see I have another argument to break up.
I think it's the same one. Good luck, Ambassador. Alright, and now... Talaxian representative here.
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect, but this is really too much. The Malon are using our system as a dump, and their trash isn't our problem.
What do you think about the hierarchy becoming more aggressive?
The Malon claim the hierarchy are harassing them, but they're targeting our ships too. So I don't know what to believe. But there are rumors, traitor talk, you know how it is. But I've heard it a lot lately. They say the hierarchy are capturing people and selling them to another race for experiments or as food.
Do you think that's true?
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect.
The Malon
This
aren't
is
the
really too
biggest
much.
dangers.
The Malon might not be the biggest threat, but they are the most immediate. Wait until they start dumping their trash in your front yard and see how you like it.
Keep talking to the Malon. Perhaps you can find a compromise. And here's the Malon dude.
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too? You can see
it's
I have a
probably
commitment
the
to my people and
Trojan,
my
I'd
planet
guess.
that supersedes any other concerns.
Maybe, let's see. What do you think about the hierarchy?
I don't want to talk about the hierarchy. They're nothing but trouble. That's part of the reason we're looking for new dumping grounds. I've lost too many ships in the past year. Half a generation of valuable and desperately needed haulers. They're just gone. And I know the hierarchy is to blame.
I see.
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too?
The Talaxians are concerned about waste on the borders.
How dare you dictate how we should behave? The disposal of hazardous waste is a noble sacrifice my people make on behalf of their families. Who are you to cheapen their sacrifice? What we do is none of your business. Are you here to preach about responsible waste? We don't need outsiders telling us what to do.
Alrighty then. Goodbye. And here's the data thing on Voyager's computer. Access Voyager's computer.
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous waste management practices and continue dumping waste throughout the quadrant. The most at-risk populations are the Talaxians, who have a new colony close to Malon dumping grounds. The Malon have moved into Talaxian space to avoid hierarchy attacks. Diplomatic relations between the Malon and Talaxians are rapidly deteriorating. The Malon have accused the Talaxians of working with the hierarchy, a charge the Talaxians strenuously deny.
Analysis.
The Benthans could possibly pressure the Malon to return to the negotiation table.
Alright.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations, and the hierarchy's new drive for profits has created a significant increase in attacks on unaligned transports.
What do you think of the hierarchy's current actions?
The hierarchy's surveillance measures are the best in the quadrant, and that's left us more exposed than I would like. We're losing ships. Once or twice we found debris with hierarchy weapon signatures, but they're cautious. It's like they can smell traps.
Thank you.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations, and the hierarchy's new drive for profits has created a significant increase in attacks on unaligned transports.
Would the Benthans be willing to assist the Talaxians in their negotiations with the Malon?
We have enough to do at the moment without getting into a dispute that doesn't concern us. The hierarchy is harassing our supply lines, and I'm convinced they're behind the losses we've taken over the past 3 months. We're having to double up patrols, which means we're leaving holes the Hazari can slip through. The Malon are a headache we don't need.
I found that working with allies usually brings about positive results.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their good luck with that. The Hazari aren't interested in anything but making deals. This whole meeting is just a waste of time. Unity might work where you come from, but I don't have any reason to cooperate with criminals like the Hazari or thugs like the hierarchy.
Maybe I can convince them differently. Probably not. Hazari dude. Okay.
What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their little deputies? Or was it the Malon?
What do you think of the hierarchy?
Troublemakers.
It's
They
the
make
Voth
our
hierarchy
jobs
that's
harder and easier.
The other dinosaurs things.
They watch everyone. We used to trade for information from them, but now they won't sell. If we can capture one of their ships, it's like a treasure hoard of information. Makes hunting bounties real easy. But it's harder to take out their ships. I hear they're getting upgrades.
It would be funny if they had an arm wrestling tournament, alright.
Stories going around about one captain whose arm was ripped off by a hierarchy commander. Used to be they'd run from fights. Now they start them.
That doesn't sound like the hierarchy I know.
What do you want? Did the Benthans make
Would
you one
be
of
willing
their
to pull out
little
Benthan's
deputies?
face?
No. We
Okay.
need to make a... What do you want?
That's
Did
how
the
you think. I
Benthans
guess we're
make
done.
you one? Fine. Run.
Goodbye. Alright, so now we got... Oh, talking to the ambassador.
Unraveling this mess could take months, years.
You're the ambassador. Enjoy. Alright, now access Voyager's computer. Alright. Quadrant threat report.
The number of planets the hierarchy have taken outright has increased 20% over the past 6 months. A push for higher profits has prompted steady growth of hierarchy territory. Reports of abductions in areas near hierarchy space have increased by 77.2%. However, this data has not been confirmed by outside sources because few Delta Quadrant species are willing to share information with the Federation. Further investigation is needed.
Ambassador's log, stardate 87234.5. Our allies in the Kiana system have been invaded by hierarchy forces. The Kiana colony is a small farming community with no strategic value, so the attack simply doesn't make sense. According to one survivor we managed to find, the hierarchy were working with the Ilachi. The Ilachi took captives to an unknown location.
In subspace of doom. Scan for Iconian activity. Alright, long-range sensors are detecting both Herald and Iconian readings. While they do not appear to be in active conflict with Alliance forces, you're seeing more ships than normal. There are both Herald and Iconian ships in hierarchy space. It appears the Heralds may be using that area as a staging ground for a coordinated attack with the hierarchy on high-value targets throughout the Delta Quadrant. Cross-checking Voyager's log shows a similar situation in the Alpha and Beta quadrants. Alright, download data and in program. So one more simulation aboard a Romulan warbird. Alright, time to annoy Noi again. Hello, Annoyed.
Damn, that was useless.
Most
The
things are.
Iconians were so determined to have a hold here that they simply found another species to fit the bill. Maybe if you had been a better negotiator,
Oh, my word.
you would have been able to unite those representatives against the hierarchy.
You can
Then,
give it a
at
try.
least we would
How
have had
about
a
that?
chance.
And maybe we wouldn't.
This scenario isn't as catastrophic as trying to remove the Iconians, but it's not exactly ideal either.
Yeah.
We'll have to try something else.
It's not working either, yep.
You must excuse my
Yeah.
husband's harsh demeanor. This has been a very trying time for the Krenim. Thank you for helping us get this far. We'll keep working.
Thank you, Clouda.
Trust my wife to be the voice of reason. Perhaps I was too hard on
Up by Mr. Cool.
I just want to be able to fix all of this. We can't turn back time.
Check to see if you have
but
new
we
shorts
can change it.
or anything
Please
else
speak to
posted
Gamma
soon.
Team.
Have
Captain
fun.
Nog thinks very highly of their plan.
Thank you. I'll speak to Gamma Team. Okay, to the next one. Yeah, we'll get to the Borg soon. Just have to do this one last scenario.
We've been waiting for you. Our team is focusing on delaying tactics. What if Iconia had never been discovered? In 2365, Captain Donald Varley of the USS Yamato found a star chart on Denias 3 that revealed the location of Iconia. I want to redirect a meteor to impact the archaeological site on Denias 3 before Captain Varley begins his excavations. Iconia will remain a myth, and we will not attract the Iconians' attention as early as we did.
But that's just a delay. Another gateway was found a few years later.
True, but if you compare the changes in Iconian technology over the past 200,000 years with what the rest of us have done in the past 2 centuries, it's obvious that the Iconian culture has stagnated while we have advanced rapidly. Additionally, there are other factors in play that could trigger the alliances and sharing of technology that have come about because of the Iconian threat. It's a risk, but it's one that could pay off.
I see why you're trying to do this on a holodeck first.
The program is set for Romulan space. Because the Hobus supernova was caused by direct Iconian interference, we expect Romulus to be intact in this new reality. As such, the Romulan Star Empire should once again be a major power in the quadrant. Your role will be as an officer on a Romulan warbird.
Restore the Romulan Star Empire?
Yes, to call it a huge change would be an understatement. Please be aware that nothing will be done unless the Republic agrees this is the best possible solution. There is already a team here working on the possible restoration of Romulus, and Commander Jirak has been authorized to speak for the Republic if needed. The fact that our data shows delaying the Iconian arrival will also save Romulus is an interesting coincidence, but it does not mean we will accept the solution without looking at other options.
I see.
The program is set for Romulan
All right,
space.
running the program. Here we go. To the warbird. Commander Tamara is waiting for you, sir.
Ah, Sub-Commander. I'd like to test out some new security passcodes, if you would be so kind as to seal the doors and disable certain, equipment. We need to talk.
Understood, Commander. Seal Thaler on room doors. And the Tal Shiar device here.
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Datan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. What we do next could change our future.
The only thing I know about the Separatists is what I've heard through official channels. What do you know?
Datan has been inspired by Spock's teaching. He and many others have left the homeworld and are gathered together in a flotilla somewhere near Tau Dewa. Datan and his allies have been making overtures of peace to both the Federation and the Klingons. Because of this, they have enough support that even the Tal Shiar won't take direct action against them. The Borg are at our borders. The Empire can't fight the Collective and the Separatists at the same time.
So what does that mean for us?
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Datan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system.
Right, you're not asking if we should attack them, are you?
If I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I intend to put Lieutenant Silan in the brig and then take this ship and crew to join the Separatists. Are you with me?
If we do this, we'll be traitors to the Empire.
I know. I have tried to work within the system, but the system is broken and corrupt. Datan and his people are building something better. You and I both know it. The crew knows it. We will take this warbird to Datan, and we will finally be free.
We have to do what is best for our people. Alright. So unlocking the door and dealing with the political officer dude in a slightly less aggressive manner than James Bond aboard the Red October, at least.
Secret conversations between the commander and one of his senior officers? Very suspicious. Loyal citizens of the Romulan Star Empire have no need for locked doors.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to accompany the security team to the brig.
Tamer, you are a fool, and you will be the death of everyone on this ship. Datan and his people are terrorists. If you join them, you will share their fate.
You're under arrest. Please comply and you will not be harmed. Yep, no need for him to slip on
A
tea.
destiny free from the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. If we leave, we will have a better, brighter future than what they would allow us. I know it is a step into the unknown, but it is a step we will take together. Throw off your chains. We will join our brothers and sisters in freedom.
Freedom for everybody. It's Borg. Okay. And let's see, we have someone to talk to.
I wanted to let you know that I am with you and Commander Tamer. Some of my family has left Romulus to join Datan. I'll be proud to join them.
Cool. Set a course for the Dewa system. Alright, and now the computer. Access to Sarah computer. Alright. Notice to all hands, seminar, Traitors in Our Midst, the historical executions of traitors to the Star Empire has been moved to 2100 hours. Attendance is mandatory for all officers not on duty at that time. Wonderful. Quadrant status report. Notice to all ship commanders, Starfleet vessels have been assisting new Romulans in areas near the neutral zone. Imperial ships are being dispatched in a show of force. Any ships harboring or assisting these separatists are to be fired on. There are no exceptions. Ships in Group Gamma are being reassigned to patrols in the area targeted by the Borg. Contacts are regular, but vigilance is needed to eradicate the threat and protect our colony worlds. Commander's personal log. Commander's personal log. Triple encryption, Protocol Zeta 6. Gaius is becoming suspicious. I've been speaking to members of the senior staff. Why would you put this on a computer? And most are in favor of making a run for the flotilla and joining Titan. Yeah, this is not something you'd put on a computer. This would be immediately flagged for the for their CIA thing, whatever, to be like, oh, guess what? But I remain cautious. They are doing the right thing, but the Borg are nipping at our heels. Every ship the fleet loses might be one needed to protect Romulus in its hour of need. But what is there left to protect? Just scan for Iconia activity. Long-range sensors show no Herald or Iconian signatures, and there are no references to Heralds in the ship's database. The only references to the Iconians are in the historical files, and most refer to the Iconians as a myth. There are heightened levels of Borg activity throughout the Beta Quadrant, and multiple colony worlds have been assimilated. The Romulan fleets are on high alert, but have not been able to make major inroads against the collective. Download all data. End program. Alrighty, here we go. Time to say this is the best sounding one of the bunch of them. In some universe. I mean, it's comparative best. Anyway, talk to Gamma Leader Jalen.
That is the most promising simulation yet. It appears there was some merit to our hypothesis that the Iconians advanced their plans due to early contact.
It's not perfect by any means.
The readings do indicate higher levels of Borg activity, but it should be an acceptable risk.
Right. Let's see here. This is a major alteration to the timeline. We should be cautious.
The data in this simulation does show higher Borg activity than we're currently seeing, but there are no signs of Herald, Iconian, or Solanae presence at all. And while the Romulan Star Empire is restored to their former power, there is a democratic Romulan group opposing the Tal Shiar. And more importantly, Romulus is intact. This is the result many of our Romulan researchers have been trying to bring about.
But this isn't our reality. We'll be significantly altering everything we know.
The political calculus of the Quadrant will change, but the data supports what you saw on the holodeck. No Iconians. We have solid projections. The only suggestion I have now is that you consider it in conjunction with Captain Nog and the Republic representatives here.
I'll discuss it with them, but I'm not making any promises. Alright.
This last test has the most promising results I've seen, and saving the Romulan homeworld is an added bonus. We're not going to have a lot of shots at this. I've been looking at Anorex's work, and I think it's too easy to get into a temporal loop where you try again and again for a specific result, and time starts fighting back. I'm inclined to say this is our best chance. But this will have a huge impact on the reality we know, especially your people, Commander Jirok. I won't give my authorization without hearing from everyone.
We can't move forward without considering the effect on the Republic. Commander Jirok?
This is difficult. It would change everything for us. We'd have our home back, but the Republic, everything we've built, it would all be gone. But there's still hope. Even in this other reality, Titan has led many Romulans away from Sela and her Tal Shiar thugs.
This impacts the Republic most of all.
The simulation specifically mentioned Titan and a separatist movement. Commander Tamer makes the choice to join Titan, the same choice he made after the homeworld was lost. With Romulus, we could have numbers. More people who have had enough of the Tal Shiar's oppression could join us. Maybe millions more. If Titan is able to get a movement going, even at the height of the Empire's power, I have to believe that change is possible.
What do you think we should do?
Make the incursion. The lives we save will be worth the work we'll have to do to reform the Republic. The Talshar wasn't able to stop us the first time. They won't stop us again.
If the Romulan Republic thinks it's worth the risk, then we should try it. Sir, we've been informed that the Lisette and the Crinum vessel will be traveling with us to the site of the temporal incursion. The Crinum vessel has the weapon on board, and the Lisette will provide additional security and manpower if needed. Understood. Anything else? All 3 vessels will be temporarily shielded to protect us from changes in the timeline. As long as the shielding holds, we'll be able to observe the changes and even interact with them, but will not be part of the new timeline. Captain Nog says temporal shield generators can be damaged. We'll need to be careful. We can beam you to the Saber Ardent as soon as you're ready. Prepare for immediate departure. Here we go. Time to yeet a comet from the universe.
No. We expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't be right.
What? I skipped
Target
faster?
acquired and locked.
Oh no, this is the thing.
Activating weapon.
It had some of the frames out of time.
It will be good to see the world of my birth again.
It's still fired. Okay, here we go.
Elements? Is that Romulus?
It's back.
It's been completely assimilated.
Extra crunchy. And now they're all computing pi.
Yes, I think we have a problem.
Just a little one. No, we were expecting to see some Borg activity, but this can't be right. What happened?
I agree that this is unexpected, Commander, but we knew there would be anomalies. We need more information. Let's find out where the simulation might have gone wrong.
Stay on the edge of the system. Jarok and I will move in for sensor sweeps. The last thing we need is the Borg assimilating the Crinum's weapon. Yeah, that would be bad.
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it?
Yes.
That is a lot of Borg.
Alright. Hey, Joe.
According to these scans, the planet has been completely assimilated. I'm not detecting any non-Borg life signs. This is bad. Really, really bad. We need to fix this.
Say. Yeah, agreed.
Borg ships decloaking. Red alert.
Borg ships decloaking. Yeah, that's bad news. Great, the Borg have cloaks now. Shields up. Alright.
First the Klingons, now the Borg. Does everyone steal cloaking technology from us?
Yes.
Borg reinforcements on an intercept course.
Yeah, it's a little bit higher in iron at least, so 30. Probably a bit more than cooking with the cast iron still.
We need more information before we can fix this. I'll keep
And
the
I said
Crinum ship
iron.
well out of
Yep.
Borg sensor range while you go in and find out what happened. Hurry. More Borg will be arriving soon.
We won't be affected by the timeline shift once we leave the ship, will we?
I've modified some personal shield generators to shield you temporally as well. I'm transporting them over now. Hurry. The temporal shielding drains a lot of power. You won't have much time down there before you're unprotected. If that happens, this will be your new reality.
Yay. Understood, we'll get the data. Alright, temporal shieldings, and Claudia says she's concerned about the weapon. We probably only have one more shot before the capacitors burn out, and then we have to talk to Dr. Brown about the flux capacitor. So we need to get this right now and get back to a timeline that's not overrun by the Borg. Sensors are detecting a mainframe that should have the data you need. The Lisette will remain to protect the Crinum ship while you and the Commander Jark beam down to gather information. Alright, ready for transport. Here we go.
We need more data to plot a possible solution. With any luck, the Borg will have what we need. Maybe. Our focus is on restoration. There is a computer node in this area of the Unimatrix that should have what we need. Find the node and download all the data you can from the point where we made our incursion. That should help us find out how to fix this.
We'll find the data.
I'm going to join you. I know this place. Or at least I knew this place. Before we lost the homeworld, it was a Talshar complex. Most of the secrets of our empire were stored here. I thought I was getting my home back, but now the Borg have taken it all away. This is like losing Romulus all over again.
Yep, that would be bad. I'll do what I can to help, Commander.
The controls ahead of us will unlock the bulkheads.
Alright, alright. Let's go.
The whole planet. All our people. They're Borg.
Alright, and let's see. We gotta press button here, override door controls.
I can't believe we were so wrong.
Why not?
Cover me! I'll override the door controls. Got it.
Alright.
We have to find a way to make this right.
Okay, and the anti-proton lead thing. Clump them all together, and it maximizes how many, well, it minimizes how many shots is fired.
Resistance is futile.
Alright.
There. That's the access node console we need.
Access knowledge node.
Locked. We'll have to circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming Borg!
And I got the thing for getting the mine with the commando thing, so it helps a little bit. When doing the double tap for doing the roll forward to put a mine down right where you were.
This was Romulan technology once, but it's been completely assimilated.
Proton lead. Okay. Take item, circumvent Borg. Yeah, well, I could get assimilated and then my crew will take me over. Or, well, they'll take my character down and I'll have to respawn.
You will be assimilated.
Yeah, that's what they say. This joy here. Good thing they can't adapt to a 12 gauge. Looks like we should all have 12 gauges. Assimilate this.
When we lost the homeworld, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us.
And here's the boss battle thing, which isn't that bad when you have everything upgraded enough.
You will become one with the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Yep. Okay, so let's select Vindic of Borg. Anti-proton leaf, get everyone clumped together. And lightning, fire orbit, power. He's already gone. Okay. My crew has way too much firepower for that. But playing it early on, it's way more of a battle because you have less higher stat things. Oh, and the Borg combat structure is actually from a kit that I got on the exchange for Trevel here. Or no, not Trevel, Tursit. Yeah, the Borg combat structure engineering kit. So yeah, there's that anyway. So that makes a turret. That's a Borg style one. Alright, download data. Input query, open temporal records. Accessing temporal records, drone, all these drones. Break down records by year and provide a summary of events for Romulus system only. Display results with oldest entries first. So Romulus system added to collective, it's 685.89.04. Target date 685.90 to 69K. Unimatrix established in orbit of Romulus, designated Unimatrix 652. And all that stuff. Okay, download data.
It looks like the main invasion of Romulan space occurred about 20 years ago. Something happened in the Delta Quadrant. The Borg assimilated something that greatly improved their technology. They adapted, evolved, and my people, they didn't have a chance. Maybe it's our fate to lose Romulus.
Yep, all we can do now is try to restore the previous timeline. Maybe this will help. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, there's more Doom in space.
Let's get out of here. There are more than 20 Borg ships on an intercept course.
Alright, understood.
More Borg on the way.
So gotta get over to the Anarax before it's
Borg
sent out.
decloaking.
Borg decloaking. That is a phrase we love to hear. Crap, we need to turn right around and destroy those things before they overrun the Lisette. Or they can't actually do that. But it would be likely if it was more realistic with that anyway, that they would run anything clock. So it's one. Would like to go quickly. Resist it. There goes.
Transmit the data! Hurry! We're under attack! We're losing power! Send the data now before we lose temporal shift.
Focus on your repairs. We will make sure the data is preserved. Data is compressed and ready.
Modulate substation communications array. Modulating.
Communications array is ready.
Open secure transfer.
Secure channel confirmed.
Pew pew pew. Lots of pew pews. Yep, especially with the advanced Mirror Universe shuttlecraft, which is in the dilithium store. Just keep blasting. Yep, pretty much like the What a Video Game for Real by Smosh. It's like keep shooting bad guys.
Data received!
I'm running the numbers now. If we target the Borg transwarp network, the Borg may never be able to reach Romulus.
It is a great risk. The Borg have a great deal of influence on the timeline. There is no time to run simulations.
Do we have a choice?
We do not.
Okay, here we go. The sadness for
Targeting
Claudia.
the transwarp network.
Firing the weapon! Now!
The Borg are gone. But so is Romulus.
Romulus isn't the only thing we lost. Temporal shielding is failing.
What happened?
The Borg did too much damage to the generators. If we lose the temporal shielding, we'll all reintegrate with the timeline.
Has anything else changed?
Checking? No. The Tutarians.
She's a
They're
Tutarian.
gone.
How?
I see the problem. 20 years ago, your people tried to replicate the work of the Solanae to protect themselves from the Borg. They failed.
Temporal shield is at 8%.
No, I need to restabilize the shields.
I'm downloading my personal files into the shielded core. You'll have all my research notes and everything we've recorded from this mission.
You're giving up? When the shield fails, if the Tutarians were lost in the past, then you'll be lost too.
Temporal shield is losing integrity.
Is there anything we can do?
No, we all knew the risks. I love...
Yep. Sadness moment there. It's what got Noi annoyed. Pretty much. When he reads the thing. There's been a development captain, Captain Nog, Commander Jark, and the Krenim researchers are waiting for you in the conference room to go over their findings. I'll meet them there. Okay, so we need to get out to the hallway. Finding pathways, the game. There we go.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the Krenim weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there. We changed the timeline, but we didn't fix our most important problem.
How different is the world now?
We won't be sure until we finish analyzing the data, but the Krenim weapon was used twice. I remember being on the bridge of the Krenim ship and seeing a readout with a far lower power reserve than had just been there a moment before. I'm sure you had a similar situation.
I did.
As to the greater differences, we'll know more soon. I only hope the ripples from what we did today don't start a tsunami.
Agreed.
We found a temporally shielded computer. We haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all of the changes. Noi is going to lead the group taking care of that. I will say it is odd to find personal logs I don't remember making.
I imagine that would be strange.
Very. But from what we've already seen, it appears the reason the weapon was fired twice was because we had to try to correct a change we made. Technology like this seems so simple, but even the smallest change can make more trouble than it solves. We have to be more cautious. Far more cautious than we've already been, I suppose. The next mistake might not be fixable. Time alteration might not be the answer. There are some problems that can't be solved with a weapon. But time travel... Look, whatever happens, it was good working with you. I hope we have the chance to do so in the future.
Good working with you too, Captain. Alright, and let's see, who's next to talk to? Alright, researcher Adrana.
I was conducting another simulation, and all of a sudden I got an emergency call telling me to stop everything. I will be looking at whatever data we managed to save to try and determine what went wrong. Maybe we can try again after we know more.
Hope you find something. We can't afford another incident like that.
It has been good to have you here, but we will have to consider if time alteration is really the best course of action. Of all the records we have of time travel, few have as drastic a result as this. Perhaps removing elements from the time stream isn't the solution we need.
Until next time.
We've put so much hope into using the Krenim technology to solve our problems. Perhaps I was caught up in the possibilities and blind to the potential for disaster. We tried and we failed. But this isn't the end. We'll keep looking at the simulations as well as any other option open to us. I have to have faith that we will find a way to defeat the Iconians.
We'll discover what happened and move on from there. That's all we can do. And now time to talk to the annoyed one.
I have a lot of information to analyze. The shielded core appears to have made it through the process intact, and will give us a wealth of data on the timeline and how the changes have affected it. Clearly, you made a mistake somewhere.
Oh, I did
I still feel this is the best technology available to us, but we will need minds sufficient to the task to operate it.
If you say so. Alright, there we go. Sir, I'm concerned about using time travel to solve the Iconian situation, but it is one of the only options we have that they don't. Hope that whatever the Alliance decides to do, we don't end up in a worse situation than we're already in. Are you ready to transport back to the Ardent? Yes. Alright, now just collecting rewards. And this isn't as good for farming as the other one. Like, the mission Time and Tide, you get Admiralty ships, so you can...
Captain Nog tells me that the initial test of the Crinan weapon was less than promising. He says that he and his team have a great deal of data still to analyze. But I do not believe they will find much that will assist us. Removing elements from the time stream is reckless, and while our options are limited, we should not destroy ourselves in a fruitless effort to destroy the Iconians. It is time to consider all of our alternatives.
Here's the things for the stats for the items that are here, though. The Science Console Temporal Disentanglement Suite Mark 12. So, more auxiliary power, more shields, some more critical chance, critical severity, and shield resistance. Okay, the Temporal Phase Overcharged Warp Core. It has a whole bunch. 20% slipstream speed, but that's not very much. And the Singularity Course if you have a Warbird or something like it. Omnidirectional Anti-Chronoton Infused Tetrion Beam. So that's a shield depleter. And the turret version of that, so if you like using cannons more, this can work with the cannon volley, I think. But this is a beam one, so fire at will type thing. So yeah, I already got the one here. So I'm just going to get the warp core for another ship there. So alright, there we go.
The war continues.
Yep.
And all of our...
Alright, I think I'm going to call it here. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll do more later. Ferdy, if, let's see. Do you still have... Hey, Ferdy. Are you doing your live stream tomorrow or on Saturday? I don't want to, like, have conflicting times or anything. So I could hold off on doing that. I think it's Saturday, right? So I could just not have a stream then. Probably Saturday? Okay. And tomorrow is Friday, right? So I'll maybe do just one more this week on Friday. Alright, so yep, for anyone watching, well, there's only 2 watching now, so, but yeah, anyone listening again later, I guess, so it'd be free streaming Saturdays, 9 p.m. onwards. Anyway, take care and try not to go crazy. But anyway. Thanks, Ferdy. Until next time. I'm glad you liked them. Later.